Man, what's going on, everybody? This is your girl K Rich, and I'm coming at you from a PK perspective. Man, I've had an interesting day, long day. I got a lot accomplished, just doing a bunch of stuff at work. I work at Crunch Fitness, so I haven't had a lot of time to think, and I'm sitting here, and I'm just so thankful for all of the stuff that I've been through in my life. I'm thankful for all of the rough times. I'm thankful for everything that I've had to deal with and overcome. I'm thankful for the battle to find out who I am. I think that when you struggle with insecurities, when you struggle with, finding who you are and just loving who you are, and you begin to love yourself, you begin to love your characteristics, you begin to love the small things about you. You begin to love your idiosyncrasies, the intricacies about who you are. Man, you cherish that. And nobody, when you figure it out, when you find who you are, when you know who you are, at that point, man, nobody can shake you. Nobody can take anything away from you. Nobody can convince you that you're something that you're not. Nobody can tear you down because you know who you are. You've already been down that road. I've already been through that, and I know who I am. And so there's nothing anybody can say about you. There's nothing anybody can try to throw on your name that really is gonna knock you off your square. Like, you're good. There's so many things that I did not like about myself. So many things that you could say I struggle with, or I, saw as negative. I mean, from the smallest thing, like, down to my voice. I have a deep, kind of raspy voice. This is what God gave me. But when it comes to speaking, when it comes to having that projection, like, I have that down pat. And with the way God is starting to use me, this voice that, I struggle to accept and like is going to be used mightily. So I'm good with that. I'm just going to be transparent with you guys, open with you guys. What are some other things that I really like? Me being a tomboy. I've always been a tomboy. Don't, get it twisted into thinking that I'm trying to be, it has nothing to do with a sexuality thing. I've always been a tomboy. I've always played sports. I've always loved my t-shirts and jeans and tennis shoes. And that's just, who I am, a part of who I am. Now, don't get it twisted. Y'all seen them pictures. I know how to get it together. And when I put it together, I look pretty doggone good. But just who I am, I love fun. I love to laugh. I love to smile. I love to have a good time. I love to be comfortable. And I'm cool with that. And sometimes as weird as it sounds for self-esteem, sometimes it takes an outside source to point out the beautiful things so that you can see it. Sometimes it's outside of your perspective. It's outside of where your maturity level is. But when someone else can see that and be like, look at this. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror. Sometimes you have to look from a different perspective to see it. But man, when you realize it, when you notice it, when it's like, whoa, that's me though. Like, no one can take that from you. No one can shake you into believing that you're less than. No one can fool you into, trying to create some Barbie doll, Mr. Potato Head put it together. You're you, and you're genuinely you, and you're 100% fine with that. I am 100% fine with that. And it just dawned on me that when you love that you, it's so much easier for other people to love you. So with all that being said, I just want to say, man, love you, find you, love you. Don't lose you to nobody or for nothing. Hold on, y'all. And live in that space. Like, you are always good enough. You were created good enough. You are exactly the way God wants you to be. At the end of the day, it's you and him. Find you. Don't find who somebody's trying to create you to be. Don't find who, somebody, like, people can kind of get a kick out of trying to create you into something that you're not. And when I say get a kick, I'm not talking about evil, but it's like their thing. Oh, let's dress you up. Or, oh, let's, I think you could do this. And it's their interpretation of who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you can fall for that. But when you know who you are, it's a beautiful thing. When you're comfortable in your own skin, it's an amazing thing. So I just encourage y'all, love yourself. Love you. God knows exactly how he made you. And he made you that way for a reason. The way he made you has purpose. From everything to, the ethnicity that you are, to the gender that you are, to your traits and your character. He knows. He knows who he made you to be. And he's going to use that in you. So, I love y'all. And fight for you. Don't lose you for nothing. All right? Peace.